Evening, folks. Hope you're all well. I've just finished watching Ennis's victory over Eimantas Stanionis to unify the IBF and WBA welterweight titles, and he also picked up the vacant Ring Magazine title as well. What a performance from Ennis. What an absolute wonderful performance. It was a decent fight as well. Ennis forced a stoppage after the sixth. He dropped Stanionis with a series of left uppercuts, and at the end of the round, Stanionis' corner pulled him out. I've seen a lot of people online, the usual thing when this happens, calling him a quitter, or this sort of thing. Look, he was taking a beating in there. He had his moments. He did have his moments in there, but overall, for 90% of the fight, Ennis was just all over him. He was working that body beautifully, absolutely beautiful. Those savage body punches. This is what took the toll. You know, he was slamming hooks and uppercuts into the body. And, you know, he mixed it up to the head as well. Like the old saying goes, kill the body, the head will follow. This is exactly what happened. Wonderful performance. Now, Stanionis was very, very, very brave. He took a fucking beating in there. And he kept plugging forward. And he had his success. You know, he was working nicely to the body at times as well. And he was countering quite nicely as well. Because Ennis, as much as I admire him and I like him, he does neglect his defence sometimes. He leaves his head up there, unguarded sometimes. And a couple of times he was caught with a left hook and a right hand here and there, which if they'd been from a harder puncher, could have had some pretty bad consequences for him. And this is what makes Ennis exciting as well. Yeah, not only is he a very talented, fantastic fighter to watch, there's that slight little bit of vulnerability there that, you know, you've got to watch. But no, wonderful fight, wonderful victory. Stanionis has got nothing to be ashamed of. He gave it his best. I mean, his career's been plagued with several injuries, illnesses, things like that. He didn't fight for a couple of years after he won the WBA welterweight title due to various health issues and things. And he had a fight last year, and then there was obviously this one. So, whereas Ennis has been more active, obviously. So, Ennis is a big guy as well for the weight. I mean, he obviously makes it. I'd like to see him obviously unify. I think he could clear up against Barrios, who's the WBC champion, and Norman Jr., who's the WBO champion. I'd like to see all those belts go back together. So yeah, he's successfully defended his IBF belt. He's picked up Stanionis' WBA belt, and he's got the Ring Magazine welterweight title as well. So yeah, he is one of my favourite active fighters. Is Jaron Ennis. I think he's absolutely brilliant. So we'll see where he goes from here. But Stanionis can hold his head up high. He gave it a go. He tried his best. He was just in there with a better man. You know, Ennis is just a better man all round. You know, no shame in losing to him. Obviously, he will be very disappointed, very upset with himself. But yeah, I don't like all this quitter talk. That really, really pisses me off when you know, fans sitting on their sofas criticising. Well, he quit. I've always said this, unless you're the one in there taking the punishment, you've got no right to criticise, or unless you've been in there taking punishment. I've taken body shots in the past, and they wear you out. Obviously, I've never fought professionally, but I fought as an amateur, as a schoolboy, and they fucking hurt. You take enough of those, they rob your soul, they drain everything out of you, you know, and he was taking so many body shots in there with Stanionis. And his nose was all busted up. He was miles behind on the scorecards. He'd gone down in the sixth. He got straight back up, but he took a series of left uppercuts, and he was done, and his corner knew it. So, and they did the right thing. Why keep sending the guy out there if he's got no chance? You know, he was just going to get absolutely hammered. So yeah, good victory for Jaron Ennis. We look forward to seeing how his career progresses. So, and like I say, I'd like to see him clean up at welterweight. I think he's definitely got the beating of Mario Barrios. I think the Brian Norman Jr. fight would be more interesting. And then I'd like to see, no matter what happens, then I'd like to see Ennis move up to 154 and see what he can do there. So yeah, right, that's it out of me. Take care, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.